Great evening to each and every one of you. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. I am your host, and I'm glad to be here on tonight. It's about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the United States of America. Indeed, I am excited. Now, remember, Revitalize the Total Woman podcast is a media outlet connected to a nonprofit organization, 501c3 organization based in Chesapeake, Virginia. And the name of the organization is called Women of Elevation Career Services International. The legal name for the company, just in case you're trying to figure that out, is Kingdom Expansion Enterprises Incorporated. But we do business as Women of Elevation Career Services International. And so we want to say thank you so much for those of you who have been connected to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast throughout this entire 2017 year, because we know that we're winding down and closing up this year with swiftness. And we just want to just show our appreciation for you being connected. So remember, you can always check out our website to learn more about this nonprofit organization. The website is womenofelevation.com. I will tell you that the whole mission of the nonprofit and the podcast is to empower women like yourself with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate. Those are the three core areas that we focus in on specifically with this nonprofit organization and ultimately the podcast. So what I'm going to do before I dive into the episode and provide content tonight, I am going to share on my profile and also in our community group. So let me go ahead first on my profile and type in a short little brief message here. And it will say, join me now as I am live, empowering okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. And I want to encourage you that even as I'm sharing on relevant places on social media, feel free to also share as well. So again, I'm sharing on my timeline. I'm also going to go ahead and I am going to share inside of our community group. It's called Women of Elevation. That's our community group. And I'm going to go ahead and share there. And then I'm going to share one last place, and that is our Revitalize the Total Woman podcast fan page. I try to stay active on that page as well, so let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. All right, so we've shared there. So our focus really is going to be on a single word tonight, because this single word is going to prepare you for elevation. It's going to help you to take action. So in order for you to take action, that's a massive action, you must be willing to sacrifice. Again, in order to take massive action that's going to enable you to prepare for elevation, you must be willing to sacrifice. Now, I don't know any leader out there today, male or female, that reach certain levels of success without any form of sacrifice, whether it's sacrifice of time, whether it's sacrifice of money. I haven't known any leader to do that and not, and reach levels of success. I haven't. So what I'm sharing with you is, you have to know that in order to get to where you're trying to go, in order to reach your goals in your career, in order to be a better mother, to be a strong business leader, to really reach new heights in your corporate job, you must be willing to sacrifice. What are you willing to give up so that you can go up? You have to be willing to give up something in order to go up and increase in the bigger area of the bigger picture. So you have to sit back and assess that for yourself. Everyone's situation, your situation is different from mine, and your situation may be different from a sister or from a friend's. So you have to sit back and determine, what does sacrifice look like for you? How big of a sacrifice you need to make, and be willing to make the leap. You have to take the leap. You have to jump. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to receive and to achieve the impossible. Because when the world points out that, oh, she can't achieve this, she can't reach certain levels of success, it is quite possible for you, because you were willing to pay the price. You were willing to stay up late nights. You were willing to sow one of your very last dollars for training, because you wanted success. You can taste success. So my question to you before I wrap this up again is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Remember, my sister, in order for you to elevate, in order for you to take massive action, you must be willing to sacrifice. You must be willing to give up in order to go up. Until next time, my sister, thank you so much for tuning in to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. We'll be back next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.